Is it me or is rap music just getting laser?
Yeah, reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Yeah, 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 what? Yeah. Yeah, reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. I need the presidents, fuck the dead presidents. This world's a ghetto, several to settle, fueling the devil. Gas to the pedal, living to die, this can't be life. Life's full of wisdom, needing ass back in the day, sipping here. Trying to come up with my friends, no doubt. Yeah, hit the streets, got to show what you really be bout. Quicker cops on the prowl, at any given minute, shit can go down. No, put the trump up in the funky sounds. I was lost, but now I'm found. Playing haters, hating the style is not allowed. And there's no doubt around here. Still walking around with no fear. Let me clear the way, so don't you dare interfere. Real, till the day I die, supply the public with rhymes. Look in my eyes, no regrets in this life. Though you think about shit, gotta continue to strive. What it be like living broke ain't the way. Gotta try to stack it, give yourself your own raise. Escape the pain, go against the grain. Different day and time, synchronize the price to pay. Sacrifice, bitch ass motherfuckers. I've arrived, let's ride, ride. Reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, mad stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the president. Rolling in the bucket, better drive it like a Benz. Focused on my ends, staring at my review, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Yeah, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Rolling in the bucket, better drive it like a Benz. Focused on my ends, staring at my review, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Yeah, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is.
North County, we're here. The living dead. Outside lands. Yeah. Two words, San Diego, we able to eat at the same table. Yesterday's fable is today's reality. Welcome to what I call the hip-hop academy of cool, calm calamity. Two words, hip-hop, no chain, wristwatch, no range, marijuana, cocaine, website domains, anonymous, no name, no face, just brain. Learn to play the fucking game. I'm saying two words, outside lenses, gente, gon' live for the moment. Step out with the homies. It's a takeover, SD makeover, no layover. We already here. Two words, gun control, don't patrol no more. I defend my own and everybody I know. Streets stay hot, try me not. Raising this game so everybody move. Two words, drug use, El Chapo, old news. But the drugs are still used, malabuse, you lose. It's an epidemic, methamphetamines, grandmama's open it. Whole world smoking things. Two words, North County, Oceanside, I'm alive. Hip-hop till I die, write rhymes every night. Cypher's gon' bring the light, lightweight, Miller Lite. Yes, I'm down to fight, bout to soar like a kite. without you, man. I'm all the true, the drink of youth makes it easy for me to keep up with you. Our music's loud, we dance around, screaming out the songs till the lights give out. Jump up and down, we'll run around, skating in the town till the sun goes down. The love we found without a sound, bring back the energy where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. Love is here to stay. Where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. Love is here to stay. Here to stay. Here to
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kick It Podcast brought to you by Kick It Labs. As always, this is being broadcast from the beautiful city of Oceanside, North County, San Diego. My name is Victor V, and I'm joined by my boys, Bruce,
Yep.
my boy, Louis Lope,
¿Qué onda?
and the producer of tonight, Mr. Osai Lin. So he's going to be away from the camera, but holding it down over there in the controls. And for this episode, we are joined by a very, very different guest, somebody that you guys probably would not be able to anticipate. We are joined by the big, the bad, the wolf, and I'm talking about not the Wolf of Wall Street, but Michael Wolf. Michael, thank you for joining us. Thank you for kicking it, bro.
Hey,
Hell yeah, man.
welcome.
Yeah.
How was
Wolf
the
of
drive
West
up
Coast.
here? Wolf of the West Coast,
West
dog.
Coast. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Wall Street exactly, but West Coast for sure.
Fuck yeah, man. Thank you for coming up here, man. The drive wasn't too bad coming up.
Nah, man, it was technically going down. So about an hour, 15 minutes, more than worth it. But it's
Oh,
San Diego.
shit. Oh, so you're coming from
Yeah, he's coming from the IE, from the Inland Empire.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck
I don't
yeah,
claim
man.
it though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't claim IE. I'm from San Diego. I can't do the IE. I just live there because it's better bang for your buck. That's it.
Oh, 100.
Oh, so it's a lot cheaper up there than it is down
For
here.
sure. Where
Yeah.
I live, man, I'd pay almost triple in San Diego for less. And I love my city, but it's only an hour away. I can just visit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Could you get a little bit closer
Yeah,
to the
let's
mic,
do it.
bro? My bad.
I'm tall, so I gotta lean in.
No, you good, man.
Y'all a
You
little
gotta,
shorter than me.
Just a little?
It's a little bit.
You know, it's good.
It's a little dude table.
It's those Mexican genetics, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, well,
Y'all
Bruce
gotta-
is the smallest one, so
I am. You're the tallest one out of here.
What's all
Yeah, I'm 6 feet,
6
but
feet.
so I do have to like slightly like crouch a little bit, but it works.
It works, but
Oh.
you're used to it, so I gotta.
I'm 5'10"
It's all
with
good.
boots on.
Hey, well, Michael, for all the viewers and all the listeners, can you please introduce yourself and let them know who you are and what you're about?
Shit, that's a loaded question, but yeah, Michael Wolf, Michael Flint, it's a government name. I'm from San Diego, born and raised, lived in Southeast a little bit, moved to San Isidro, grew up with puro Mexicanos, and since then, man, I went from a fuck up to a millionaire. So there we go.
There you go.
That's short version of it. I'm a father and a husband, so my kid is there. He'll be in the camera sooner or later. But that's like a short nutshell version of who I am, and then we'll get in the rest of it as we kind of just kick it.
Oh,
All
bet.
right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the kid. He's looking over here like, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, he'll get in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but if you guys have any specific questions, man, I'm more than an open book. Just be careful what you ask. I don't want to get y'all counseled. I don't really.
Oh man,
I don't got a
man.
filter.
We've been down the road a couple
Yeah.
times already.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
we ain't that big yet, bro. To be honest, to get canceled, like, how you gonna cancel something that's not a thing yet? You know?
Shit, people these days find a way, man. They'll remember this shit 10 years from now and come after you. As soon as you break like $100 million, they'll come after you. Like Kevin Hart, they came after him 10 years later. So just
Yeah, man. See, I
Yeah,
don't
you're
think
right,
that's
you're right,
gonna.
you're right.
I don't think that's gonna be as much as a problem in 10 years from now, because it's already starting to, like, the snake is starting to, like, bite its own tail now.
Yeah.
You know, because now they're starting to, like, the same people that were trying to cancel people. Now they're getting canceled because they said some shit 10 years ago, and people are like,
Mhm.
"Oh, well, you're over here canceling people, but you said this 10 years ago."
Internet's undefeated.
So it's
Yup.
it's gonna get to that point that I think just humans do. We're just like,
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
more like the Dave Chappelle's, Joe Rogan's, Bill Burr's. You can't cancel somebody that don't give a fuck about what you're talking
yeah,
about.
100%.
I don't care. Like, you don't like me and you don't pay my bills. Who cares? But I just don't know how you guys' vibe is. You know, so you're welcome to ask me anything. But I'm a very honest person. So just be careful with that.
He
For
gave
real,
a full
yeah.
disclosure
Yeah.
before this all popped out.
Hey, did we put that warning sign up before?
And just gotta throw it out there, man.
For sure. Nah, we appreciate
I don't know how many
that.
black guests you guys have on here too. So I can touch on topics that not everybody can touch on. So
All right.
there we go.
But all right, well, let's get started, man. You say you grew up with Mexicans, man. How was
Yeah.
that growing up, bro?
Yeah, it's probably San
As I
Isidro.
Yeah, San Isidro. So as I got closer to teenage years, I'll get pulled over a lot. Stopped for always fit in description, because when I lived more black people, you would think I lived in the hood, I'll get pulled over more. But now I'm just another black person. See, in San Isidro, it's like 10 of us. So I'm easy profiled. I learned Chinate and Mayate men real fucking quick.
Mhm.
Since third grade, everybody's been calling me out of my name, but I don't speak Spanish, but I understand it. I just have a thing with languages. Teachers treat you a little different, but other than that, I got that Mexican heart in me. You learn Mexican heart real fast because y'all some tough-minded motherfuckers, man.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the one thing I learned, is some work ethic, having heart. Got in a few fights. I learned, the essay culture. Could have been an essay, but I was black, so I kept turning it down.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. Used to watch people cross from the border, and 27 people in the family crossing muddy, going this way with their dogs, and then border patrol pull up, like, what way did they go? We send them the opposite way, protect everybody. People used to ask me to cross, to be a passenger, pay me $10,000 to cross, because a black kid in the front seat doesn't look as suspicious.
Yeah.
I never fucked with that, because crossing people put you underneath the prison.
Yeah.
But man, I've been involved in a lot of things, and shit, I didn't even have black friends until I was like 17.
Really?
Yeah, my Mexican friends, Lalo Pedrino, they used to get in trouble because if I got in a fight with a Mexican kid, it was just me not liking him. It was nothing to do with race.
Yeah.
But the Mexicans make it about race. Yeah, it's always gonna be about race. And so my Mexican homies will fight with me, and so they would get in trouble with all the other Mexicans. Like, oh, why are you choosing that dude's side? Why you? And they're like, man, that's my brother. Like, I don't know y'all. And so it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird growing up, but I love it. I wouldn't change it because it is what it is. I think Mexicans still have more of a family culture than black people do. So I learned some of that.
Now I feel you, man. I even had my one incident with that too. When like me and my older homie rolled through to go get a bottle and shit. This is late night, and then we hit the parking lot, and then I see some other like fools. I never seen them before, but later on I get to know who's who and shit. Make a long story short, at the end of the day, they just wanted me out the way and just wanted them for the color of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like that, and I don't like that shit at all. So I'm like, nah. and then we went ahead and got into the putazos.
Yeah,
At
that's
the end
how
of
it
the day,
works.
that's how it is, you know.
That's
They
how it
didn't sell
works.
out the friends. My homeboys all like, "Hey, bro, you
Nah.
could have fed me to the wolves, but you didn't."
Nah,
I'm
brother.
like, nah, bro, you roll with me, you're gonna roll out with me, dog.
That's how it works. Your brother's your brother. Don't His skin color don't change none of that shit.
Yeah.
So they say the blood is thicker than water, and then there's the full statement: blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. aka the brothers you choose is the family. And trust me, I got a bunch of cousins I love and all that, but if it was like some of my closest homies and my cousin hang off a cliff, it's not even a choice. My homies are being saved. My cousins got to go because they wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah.
Right? It was just my Mexican homies that was sitting there, getting to fights and getting to shit and getting in trouble. They'll be the ones I can call. So it is what it is. Anybody got a problem with it, right? They can see us all.
Yeah.
But it was no race because we grew up the same. Black and Mexicans grew up in the same apartments, same neighborhoods, and we're all friends playing cops and robbers until we get right around middle school, and then we learn what race is. You meet somebody. Racism is taught. So you meet somebody and somebody judges you, you feel awkward, and all of a sudden hanging with your same homies that you used to skateboard with is weird because somebody said it was weird, and it's like, man, all right, teach his own. But my homies, we weren't like that. We've been cool since we were knee high, and most of them, we still cool to the day. A few of them I had to cut off because niggas is in jail and doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
And
well, that's different.
Yeah, that's cutting off, but they still my brothers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But can't fuck with them at all. It's one of those, hit them from Facebook with one of these and a couple of likes, but that's about it. I can't fuck with
them. True words right there.
Y'all too much.
Fucking hey, bro.
I was a troublemaker myself, so now that I'm trying to stay out of trouble, some of these motherfuckers, they never stopped, and I'm like, nah, not me. Can't. I got a son. Once I had my son, what I wanted ended. What needed to happen started, and if you don't fit the mold, arrivederci. I'm out. I can't fuck with you.
There you
and
go.
That's how it is.
Talking about staying out of trouble. How about in school? Did you do any sports?
Yeah, man. I did football, track, basketball, and swim. But black people can't swim. So
damn.
All right,
let me cross my next question off.
There's a few of us that can swim. I can swim my ass off. But swim was in the same season as track, so they made me choose one. And obviously, I'm choosing track. A lot more girls. And a lot more free time. And that's the honest truth. Everybody's walking around small shorts and shit. Always track, for sure. I wish I would have found track earlier. But
track with the chicks or pool with Speedos and dudes?
Yeah. Easy choice. Easy fucking choice.
Yeah.
So, but football was like my main sport. Again, I loved basketball, but I was short. Like I was telling you earlier, I was short until I was 16. So I kind of stopped playing basketball. Figured I was going to be a little dude. Turns out to be about 6'2". So it worked out, but I'm a hell of a football player. I just went to a high school that we had 53 people on the team. And when they asked us to raise their hand, how many people have played football before, even at a park, I think 6 of us raised our hand. So San Ysidro wasn't known for football. There's 11 black kids in the school when I went. So, so we played every fucking position. I was a punter. School full of Mexicans that can kick, and I was a punter. That lets you know.
You're getting it in today, Mike.
That lets you know.
How did that happen, bro?
I can kick. Shit. Apparently, if y'all can kick some shit, but it has to be on the ground first. Holding it and kicking it, I guess that's not what y'all fundamentals. So
punting is different than
it's a whole different thing.
100.
Could I kick a field goal? Fuck no. Couldn't figure it out. Obviously, we had some Mexicans out of nowhere, soccer players, come into the team, 45-yard field goals like it's nothing because they know the mechanics. Yeah. But punting the ball, that worked out for me. So I was a punter, second string quarterback, starting receiver, starting safety, and I'm violent. I'm violent as fuck. So football always fits with me perfectly. We used to box too. We used to bring gloves. Hey, you want to box? You want to box? All right, let's head to the back, and we just fuck around. I wasn't a bad kid, but I damn sure wasn't a good kid. Yeah, but it all worked out. Most of my teachers still work there and fucking miserable. So. They actually, one of my teachers, rest in peace, he passed away, but the fucker put me, fuck that. Wait till you hear. Okay, so you have most likely to this and most likely to receive. The fucking teacher put in the school newspaper, Michael Flint, most likely to need a bail's bonds. Bitch ass nigga.
Damn.
Yeah.
That fool really did that shit.
Yeah, he did that shit. Same dude. He fucked with me on the football team and everything. I think his wife had cheated on him with some black dude, had a stepson. They got back together. So he was a little iffy. Some of the older teachers told me about the shit later on as I got an adult, like he had issues. But before he passed, I can buy that bitch from his mother. So fuck him. Rest in peace to him. But he wasn't wrong. Technically, I did need the buzz bombs one day, so let's start with that. He wasn't wrong, but that's not the fucking point. It's not.
As a teacher, you're supposed to have hope.
Yeah, man, you're not supposed to throw that out there. So I'm not mad at him. I'm an honest dude, so he was being honest. But damn, bro, you gonna hit me like that in the school newspaper?
Thanks, professor.
What if I was influenceable? I would have been fucked. But people like him that put that chip, man, that chip that was on his shoulder, it gave my chip steroids. And I vowed to make sure I destroy these people's best years in a month. Like, I don't know what the best thing he had going on, but I made sure if I ever met him when I was an adult around his age, it'd be an awkward conversation. And he passed. So, again, rest in peace to him. But by the time he passed, I surpassed his ass in life. I don't know about personal life and happiness, but when it comes to success, we're not in the same boat, apples and oranges. So he wasn't wrong, but his whole concept about me was wrong. He didn't know. I was a smart ass kid. Right? Asian kids used to copy off of me. I just didn't go to AP classes because it was more homework. That was common sense to me. Don't go to fucking smart kid classes. They give you more homework. I didn't like homework. I did homework 4 times all of high school because it's only 15% of your grade. And if I can graduate with a C+ and a B, fuck homework. I can go play sports or fucking hide and go seek or something.
Yeah.
And because I didn't do homework, they all thought I was just a thug. And I was like, I'm a thug, but I'm sophisticated too. Don't make a mistake. I'm smart as fuck. Just don't like homework. But, that's not conventional. Teachers need you to show your work and you got to go home and study the same thing. I'm like, you taught me Monday and then Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday in class. I got it. I didn't need to go home and practice it. I was like, just give me the fucking test. We went over for 4 days in a row. Give me the test. And I would pass my test and they always check to see if I was cheating because how did I pass tests without homework? And it's like, because it wasn't that fucking difficult. It's like, who shot Abraham Lincoln? You told me, John Wilkes Booth. Like, the fuck, I don't have to go home and study that shit for 20 hours to remember that. Just give me the fucking test. But that was difficult in high school, is dealing with weird shit like that. Yeah. Teachers being weird. I didn't give people dominion over me. So me and teachers never got along. And only ones I did get along with, I'm still cool with today because of that, because we had a copacetic relationship. You were the teacher. I was a student. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Outside of that, if you were in a grocery store, you're just Hector, right? You're not special. You're 40 years older than me. That's why you make more money than me. It's not time has you, is the reason why you have me beat. Not anything. You did 4 years of college and decided to be a teacher that gets payday loans. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, I was aware at 15, 16 that these teachers are broke, which they shouldn't be. That's the United States needs to fix that shit.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, whole different discussion. Teachers should be fucking living. Just because they do it as a passion doesn't mean that they shouldn't get paid as much. It takes a village to raise a kid, and we have 24 hours in a day. We sleep for 8. That leaves us about, what was that, 16?
16, yeah.
Teachers see us for about 8.5. That's a third of our life.
Oh, and they still go home and grade papers
and they go home. So they're with us physically a third of our time awake, and then the other time, and we have maybe an hour and a half of commute going back and forth, maybe an hour and a half shit shower, and do whatever, eat. We only see our own parents 4 or 5 hours a day at most, and teachers see us more, and most of them are broke. That's a fucking problem. But either way, I understood what a teacher was and what not. Hey, give me your cell phone. I'm like, no. You can't text. I'll put it away, but I'm not giving you my cell phone. Like, it's not in your job description. Read your fucking book. My personal property is going to end up stolen in your desk. And I know it's going to end up stolen because I used to steal people's shit. So I was the guy who was going to steal the shit. So I was.
How do you think I got this phone in the first place, teacher?
Yeah, but I already know it's going to get stolen because there's people just like me, my homies in the back, they've been waiting for somebody's shit to get confiscated to get stolen. So I wasn't, can I go to the bathroom? No, you can't go. Well, I'm going. It's, did you want me to stop by the principal office on my way back? What do you want me to do? Because obviously either that or I piss in the back of your classroom. And then they would be like, oh, he's insubordinate. And I'm like, yeah, call it what you want. But, you're I knew where their line ended and they hated that. And as an adult, I realized I was wrong, not wrong by technical purposes, but it wasn't my place to be right yet because that shit can start a mutiny. You're in
a learning environment.
Just because I'm right doesn't mean that other people are not going to hear me and take advantage of something, a technicality, and start treating the teacher like a piece of shit. And so it probably wasn't my time to be right. And I didn't get that as a kid. So I apologize to all the teachers out there that I did that to. But the rest of the shit of trying to establish authority over me, they can all fuck themselves twice.
Yeah.
Facts, man.
So that was it. I know I took up a lot of you
No,
guys'
No,
no,
time.
you're good,
that
dog.
was fair
I
enough.
love it. It really does come down to a mindset, dude. And if you're
Yeah.
already there, I mean, I don't understand why people are trying to hold you back.
It's personal. Ego's the thing, but
Mhm.
ego's not your amigo. This business owner wasn't a role model of mine, but he was a role model of my role model. He told me, because I was getting sued once, had a potential getting sued, and he told me, ego is not your amigo. Just fucking pay him. He's like, fuck winning, fuck everything. He's like, ego is not your amigo. And that was something I need to hear, because my pride, I was right. The person was wrong. They're just trying to take advantage of my company.
Yeah.
And so the pride in me was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go to court and, get it done. And he was like, ego's not your amigo. And I started thinking about that. And a lot of people are prideful. Teachers, principals, cops, parents. Parents, honestly, some of the worst ones. Parents will fuck their kids up by having an ego that they don't know that they're holding their kids back because they want to be the only one to teach their kids. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. I don't care if your parent made $2 million. If I want to learn how to make 3 million, you know who I can ask? My fucking mom, because if she only makes 2 and she doesn't know how to make 3. So if I want to make 3, there has to be a proxy. There has to be somebody else that steps in where her spot stops to teach me that extra million, because she doesn't obviously know how to do it.
Mhm.
And most parents won't allow that. If you go do something that they completely disagree with, they'll condemn you. And in Hispanics, y'all get compared to y'all cousins, like it's the fucking you Hispanics and Asians. Tu prima is doing this and your primo is doing that, and so the aunties fucking talk to each other and compare kids, and that shit must be hard to grow up too, because it's never being good enough if somebody in your family's doing better, and that should make you want to quit right there. And that's one thing I didn't have to go through. Honestly, sucks, but none of my family was doing shit, so it was easier, and I really give a fuck if they were, if they wasn't. We compare sports in the family mainly, but ego is why people will douse your mindset. They'll douse it because you don't fit their mold. And I'm like, all right, man, if it's a normal mode, I'm good. I don't want to be normal. Normal people commit suicide. Normal people are depressed. Normal people are broke. Normal people don't know what the fuck they're gonna do next month. Normal people work today for next week. If I work this month, I'm working October, so my next March is solved. Normal people don't think that way. If what's your name again? Bruce. Most people, if I asked you to buy an Bruce for $1,500, you'd probably tell me no. But you'd go buy an Apple for $1,500. If I told you did the exact same thing, you'd probably still say no, because most people don't buy their own fucking brand. We'll put our money in Henry Wells' bank account and John Fargo, whatever those fucking dudes' names are. But if I asked you to buy Bruce, you think his phone is a scam, because why does it cost so much? Because it's your own brand. We don't buy our own brand. And that's why when somebody tells you can be something someday, or you can be a millionaire, you see it's real, but it must not be real for you, because we have a hard time buying our own brand. Don't get me wrong, all that's conditioned.
Yeah.
That's part of school and the country we live in. It's conditioned. If you start buying your own brand, then the people in power are fucked. But I don't like being normal. So if my mindset fucks with somebody else, that means I'm probably doing something right always. And that's kind of my tester right there. If somebody thinks weird of me or kind of feels some type of way about me, it's probably because they're going to try to fuck me over or walk over me or swindle me or do something. And I'm not the type of person you can do it to. That makes you feel awkward, that you got to be real around me. You cannot fake around me, or you're going to feel awkward as fuck. And that's why I don't have a lot of fucking friends. I have about 2 or 3 main friends, a wife, a son, some in-laws. That's a whole nother story that we're getting along now. But y'all, Mexicans don't like to see a nigga date the daughter. Not especially not if she's pretty too. It's one of those, it wasn't hate, but damn sure wasn't love. Look, she's like, don't talk about that, because her dad's probably watching.
No, it's
Fuck that.
it's
He knows
true,
what he
though.
did. He knows what it is. It's not really him. Her dad was cool as fuck, but his wife runs the house. So they wasn't fucking with me, really. It was one of those, you're tolerated, but if I'm not mistaken, I think her mom offered me her shopping spree to leave me back when we were young. That was some serious shit. Couldn't tell you what I did wrong. I was making more money than them. I was 20-something, making more money than them at 40. But I didn't fit the mold. And I never was mad. It's like, when you raising your daughter or you're raising your kids, you do kind of have a picture of their marriage one day, especially your daughter. And you don't know what you picture, but you damn sure didn't picture a dude with tattoos, 6'3". And I used to, I was a fucking fuck boy. I used to wear the double shorts and triple long XTs and the fucking big ass stunner shades. That was
Yeah,
it.
straight soldier boy.
Yeah, stupid motherfucker. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. If I saw that dating my daughter today, I'd be like, fuck no, come on, baby. Like, there's nobody else. All like she was in Imperial Beach, went to Mar Vista. And Mar Vista, it's like all these white kids. There's nothing else than the Soldier Boy dude.
Shout out Mar Vista.
Yeah, fuck Mar Vista.
Hey, it's like a block away from the beach.
They look, El Tapatio restaurant is cool from Mar Vista. And there's a kid named Slater. I don't know who he is, but everybody went to Slater's house. That's all I know. So if that kid ever watches this shit, hey, bro, I don't know who you are, but man,
Slater, you the man, dog.
Where the fuck was the fucking invitation? Because everybody I met from different classes, everybody knows who fucking Slater is. Apparently, his parents used to let them just throw parties all the time. So he was like that. I haven't met him, but it's like if Rocket Power was in real life, apparently he was like the Rocket Power parents or shit.
Damn.
But no, I can't do Mar Vista, man. I've met so many fucking losers from Mar Vista that I'm like PTSD from Mar Vista. So fuck them all. The water polo team. I like the water polo team.
Okay.
Just because I was a swimmer, I can't do what they do. That shit's hard. I don't know if y'all ever play. I played a lot of sports. Water polo is no joke.
Nah,
it's tough.
Yeah, I went to go watch a homie because he used to be like my like breakers and soccer
Yeah.
buddy and shit. And I went to go watch one game. It was like, fuck that. It's like playing soccer in the fucking pool,
man,
dog.
Yeah.
Nah.
I can do a lot of shit, but I don't take for granted the water polo kids and the wrestlers. The fucking wrestlers, man. Oh my God. Having to have a diet in high school and like can't eat during Thanksgiving because you got to make weight and the conditioning of wrestling. I thought I was in shape. I'm a football player, 2-a-days and bleachers. And I'm like, I'm Big Mike. Tried that wrestling shit for a couple of days. Nah, fuck that. That conditioning was too much.
You got too much muscle, bro. You got to bring it down.
And I know a lot of fighters nowadays. Like I've sponsored a few early MMA fighters, like amateur, and a couple of like UFC fighters. I get tired looking at these motherfuckers work out. It's the conditioning is no joke. And so those two sports, hats off to them. So, but yeah, that's a long answer for mindset, huh?
not even. We're just getting started, really. I do want to tap into stuff that I was looking through your IG page, man, because I was trying to make something happen, try to get a little bit of research on you, and it was tough, bro. But I did see you, with a couple well-known celebrities, going out to sporting events and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But how is it that you get yourself in those rooms and in those situations?
I met a few people that fucking have access to all kinds of shit. Like there's an LA party tonight, hip hop party with a bunch of celebrities and people. Obviously, I'm here, so it was either that or here. I chose here.
Thank you.
There's Formula One. Next month, they charge, but charge whatever you sit with. He'll put you in the same spot with celebrities, like Beyonce's concert. Certain charge, but you get like VVIP. Where it's not just you get in, you're like with where her family is, with Jay-Z and in her people, where the Beyonce concert, like, and sometimes it's a finesse, sometimes you're actually on the guest list, but it works out. Like Snoop's party last year, the Halloween party, we were on the guest list. So the ESPYs, there's 2 after parties. There's the reception for the after party for the ESPYs, and then there's like the after party at the Pendry Hotel. I'm on the guest list. And then you got people like JaVale McGee and NBA players like trying to figure out their names not on the list. That shit just felt weird. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, John Jones, they're all in the party. I'm on the same guest list. And then there's like NBA players can't get in. And I'm like looking at like, damn, man, this plug is fire.
Shout out to the plug.
Yeah, shout out to the fucking plug. Dave,
sorry, Steph
my
Curry.
guy. Hey, it's fucking weird. But it just took on a life on its own. I met the dude because I was at a Super Bowl in Tampa, my first Super Bowl, and a guy that I know that my sister used to date, he hit me up and was like, hey, if you want to go to the after party, that's whoever wins the Super Bowl, they always have an after party, and if you want to go, let me know. And I'm what, like, it's some weird text to get. Me and this dude don't really talk like that, and And I'm like, well, fucking, of course, obviously, fuck you. You know, if I'm a sports fan, of course I want to go to the winning team's after party. And Brady won. So, yeah, I want to go with Brady's after party because you can't find the location online. It's only for the team members, families, and staff. So there's no tickets. You can't buy it. Celebrities, you can't just get in. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go. So he plugged me with the dude because he knows the dude. And they just walked us right into the fucking after party. Pretty much don't leave. Obviously, if you leave, you're not getting back in.
Yeah.
They walked us in the after party, and we were on stage with Gronk and his brothers and Ludacris and Migos. And, you know, you're sitting there with this close to all the players and conversating. And I was in Tampa. Following year, Rams won. And same thing. I went to the Rams after party. I met I got a bunch of pictures. I got to hold the Lombardi trophy 2 hours after the win. I'm like,
sick.
it's actually, I have a video of it. I'm singing Bohemian Rhapsody with the trophy, just fucking, because I was in trance. And it's funny because the person who handed it to me was Aaron Donald. So I talked to him. I just, quick, because I took a picture of him and I realized kind of like a dick, man. Let me go congratulate him. You can't just take a picture of dude and like not hit him with a congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on the Super Bowl.
Met the owner of the Rams, the GM. A bunch of the players, and it's funny because if you guys would have known me then, when the Rams won, they ran out of wristbands for the party. It was at SpaceX, so not only the location private, if you put a black X on your hand because they ran out of wristbands, you'll walk right in. So I put that shit online. Yo, Rams party, after party, shouldn't be doing this, but if you show up at SpaceX, walk the fuck in with a black marker on your hand, you'll walk into the Rams after party. And free food, free liquor, Gunna and all these people perform. Nobody fucking showed up. Nobody, even my employees. I told my employees, fuck work tomorrow. I'm the boss. Like, come to the party. Nobody showed up. I couldn't fucking believe it. If I would, to me, that's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Right.
It's not something you can pay for. It's not something everybody can get. But the plug. So this year, I don't know if you guys care about football, but
I believe it's in Vegas, right?
Yeah. So it's gonna be the same thing. There's a big party called the Fanatics Party. It's Michael Rubin's party. I don't know if you guys follow any sports, but Mike Rubin had a white party in July. All white party. It was a bunch of people there. Brady.
Yeah, it was in the Hamptons, right?
Yeah. So I could have went to that. I went to UFC 292 or something instead of that. Regretted it immediately because there's a bunch of people there. But Michael Rubin throws pretty much the best parties. He has a party every year during Super Bowl week called the Fanatics Party. Only 400 people are allowed to get in, and us if you want. Normally charge like $900 to $1,100 to get in these places. Last year, Gary V, Travis Scott, Maluma, Troy Aikman. If you name a person there, like when I say they were there, they were fucking there. And I missed that because my girl was sick and she didn't feel like going to Arizona. So, and she's like, oh, you can go. But that was a trap, obviously. Me going to Arizona by myself, 3 days. Yeah, I was like, nah, babe, I'll stay with you. He regretted it immediately. Soon as because the guy who hit me, he starts sending me the pictures. And I'm like, He's like, who's this guy? I'm like, that's Travis Scott. He's like, who is this person? And I'm like, fuck, yeah, Kardashians are there. And to be honest, these celebrities are great. But it's you never know what plug you might meet. What if you guys have a clothing brand or something like this? All these motherfuckers smoke. You hand somebody something that's your business and they fucking love it.
Right.
And like, oh, where'd you get this from? Don't worry. I'll send it to them. Send it for free. Somebody likes a shirt you made as your brand. Imagine if like a Kardashian. If Kardashian say they like your shirt, you send them a crate of shirts.
Right. Because
all it takes is one Kardashian to wear and you're good for fucking life.
Right.
When you guys are starting, acting all bougie like the fucking NSYNC dudes and probably leave the band if one of you guys met with these people. But the plugs and connections you meet are great. And then the experience itself, just to be in the room with billionaires, like fucking billionaires. I like being the brokest person in the room. It makes me, it'll size you up real fucking quick. It makes me go home and be like, look at this little ass house and these little cars and
fucking house with one size of one room.
Yeah,
over there and
at the same
shit.
time that'll drive your ambition because now you're like now I'm in the right direction.
Yeah, but I need
that
little push because most people in my circle, my family, I can pay. I think if you were to take the top 20 earners in my family, I could pay all their fucking rent with what's in my safe. And I'm not talking just this year because just so I don't have a circle And that's not like to condemn them, right? I just made different choices. They all work hard. It's just sometimes you work for something that doesn't have an end game.
Yeah.
My shit had a better end game. But I need different circle. I like when I'm around there. I'm like, damn, that's Troy Aikman. So he's worth $100 million. Oh, there's Russell Westbrook. It's another $100 million. And it's like, oh, I pulled up in my little G-Wagon, but these motherfuckers can. Then you got people like Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders. He can buy, the dealership. I'm trying to figure out if I want to buy a car. This motherfucker can buy the dealership. You got rich NFL players, and you got to think that man pays them, all of them, by himself. Like, that's crazy to me. So those events are great. But my social media is kind of hard to size up because it's not a lot of my face. My face is like motivational, and then like after like 10 posts, then it's me. And then motivational. And to be honest, I'm an introverted, but the street dude in me doesn't like to be loud. And then, the business side of our mentor, Gary Vaynerchuk thing, he's like, fuck how you feel. If you want to be in business, you got to use social media. So that meeting, I had like 500 followers. 2 years later, I had like 16,000. So, because he says you got to take it serious. There's no such thing as personal versus business. It's all one thing. If you have a brand, you got to sell your brand. So I was like, all right. So I hired some dude from India. He posts a lot of the motivational shit. I'll send him videos. He'll find some. We'll check on. And I'll have him post it. And then the rest, giveaways. If you guys see, I give away probably over $100,000 a year to strangers. I've only met like 3 people I've ever given shit away to. The rest are all strangers. I do it for everybody in, different countries, but I'm trying to make it San Diego a lot more because it's hometown. Yeah. Padre tickets. Next year, I'm going to I don't care how or what, I'm throwing out the fucking first pitch of one of those 81 games.
We'll hope you make that happen, bro.
Yeah, I gotta throw out the first pitch. I have season tickets for the Padres. I haven't went to a game in 2 years. I buy them just to give them away. I have season tickets. I give away every game at 81 games just to random fucking people. I'm no real contest. Like whoever sends me the best knock joke is to go to a Padre game, or just text your sister you love them, or text your siblings you love them, and send me a screenshot. I'll send you tickets. And that's just to give back to San Diego. We're doing a car giveaway soon. We're gonna do one, but I think we're gonna do 2 now. One for just anybody, and one specifically for San Diego. Okay. So because I like San Diego, San Diego's my place, because damn sure don't care for Riverside. I like where I live, but I've given away shit in London, India, Mexico, Canada, and damn near every state. And so the Instagram is a mix of motivational shit and giving away shit. It's like not even my Instagram. It literally is for everybody else. And I have to get my face out there. And I think that's where the podcast is going to come in, is people don't know who the fuck I am. Like, people have no idea what I look like at all. Like, rarely I'll post like some pictures every in there, but most people, I can walk by them, probably follow me. And they'll have, like, I've met people at UFC fights. And I'm like in line. They're like, I recognize you. No, you're a fighter? I'm like, no, I'm not a fighter. I can fight, but I'm not a fighter. And they're like, it'd be like an hour later, and I'm like, you're the Wolf Kid. The Wolf of West Coast. And I'm like, yeah, and they'll ask me to take a picture, and that's kind of weird. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend that it's not cool as fuck to, have somebody ask to take a fucking photo.
Fuck yeah.
It's like
but it's also awkward, because it's like, fuck, they can post that. What if I look stupid? I start realizing, fuck, these celebrities, man, they just get posted in dumbass positions. Because, what if my mouth was open? What if I had fucking blinked? And then it's weird, and my girl makes fun of me. She like always gives me a look like, oh, you're taking pictures now. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But because there's not a lot of me in my face. So the Instagram is kind of hard to read, and you only can pin 3 things. So I kind of change up the pins. I always keep the Brady one there because that was one of my favorite meets ever. It's fucking, I don't know if you guys follow football, but it's fucking Tom Brady, man. Yep. I've met a lot of fucking people. Shaq is one of my favorite ones because, he's a GOAT, but it's Brady. Brady always stays up. They have like 2 different pictures of Dana White, but he's not Brady. Mm-hmm. And I fuck with Dana White, but if I had to take a dinner with Dana White or Tom Brady, Dana White would be only business. Tom Brady, I'd take a dinner with him just to talk about nothing. Because he's Brady. I'm a Patriots fan, and I followed him until he retired. I own his most expensive NFT in the world. So yeah, so that's how big. I spent $21,000 on an NFT for Tom Brady, and I eat ramen noodles every night, and it's not a joke. My whole cabinet is full of Maruchan and hot dogs, Maruchan and sandwiches. I don't know if we're on the live, but the people that know me that's on the live, ask them. They hate like go to my house. I don't got shit but Maruchan, right? Maybe a hot pocket or some shit. I'm cheap, but then I'll spend $21,000 on Tom Brady NFT because one, it'd be worth something one day.
Yeah.
Two, it's fucking Brady.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah,
worth
right,
something, bro.
right.
21K.
I just reposted it for the first time. I haven't seen it in like a year. I got on yesterday because I realized the kid that I had running my NFT shit, because I didn't know shit about it, I haven't seen him in a year. And he had all the access to it. The motherfucker could have sold it and sent it to himself a long time ago. Luckily, he didn't. Shout out Brian for not robbing me.
There you
So,
go.
The real Brian.
There you go.
Hey, you're
You
the
are a
real
real
one,
one,
bro.
Brian.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, Brian, that Fusion I let you borrow, my car, you damn sure ghosted me. I'm pretty sure you sold it or lost it or something. I gave him a car because he had was taking the bus. You know, I love the dude. He's 24 years old. He has a single father. He's taking the bus, picking up his daughter and shit. And I had extra cars, so I gave this motherfucker a 2013 Fusion. No problems with it because I didn't like him. You know, as an employer, he made enough. He made good money, right? But he didn't make enough to save up for a car right away. His daughter's my son's age, and that's so it definitely hits the same way.
Mhm.
So I gave him a car, and I haven't talked to him since I gave him the car. But I'm guessing my car is gone because he hasn't hit me up about returning my shit because he was borrowing it this whole time. But
Yeah.
somebody borrows your car for a year and a half, you're not getting that shit back, right? It's
Yeah.
their car, but I don't mind.
Yeah, you might.
He's a good kid. He's smart motherfucker.
You know what that
I'm
reminds
happy.
me of? Like I watched a clip the other day with Chris Tucker talking about him borrowing Charlie Sheen's car, and then Charlie Sheen finally asked him if he still had the car back, and he finally got it back after a while because apparently that fool was just whipping
Really?
it. Yeah.
See, that's some nigga shit.
You might just get your car after this episode.
You never know. Nah, man, I got a few cars. I'm not a brag person, but I got a few cars. Brian can keep the car. It's better for him if he still has it. I know it came in handy because he had one. Brian likes he likes to go out with the girls and stuff, spend his money. I know it's tough because he used to try to borrow the car on weekends. Hey, I got a date. Can I borrow the car? Cool. Because my business, I'm very open. So one, most people I'm around can't whoop my ass. So I don't mind if you borrow shit. Because worst case scenario, you don't want me at your front door. Like you steal from me, it's all good. I've stole from people, but you just can't see me again. I'm not mad at you, but you can't run into me after robbing me. I'm gonna have to hurt you. And I'm not gonna hurt you nicely. I'm gonna rearrange you. I want you to think about this shit for the rest of your life when you wake up and look at yourself. Don't rob nobody else. But I've people in my office, man, they can brawl. Like they have PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X, like the first day it came out. Motherfuckers take it home. If it's gonna sit there over a weekend in the office collecting dust, y'all can take it home and just bring it back on Monday. Use it. I don't play video games. It's for everybody. I left my debit card is already in the system, so if they want to download any game, they can download it. Everybody has my account info. So when they're at home, they just log into my account and it's probably already purchased. Or if not, my debit card is there. All the logins, like every fucking log you can think of, HBO Max and YouTube TV and all that shit. You know how many people using my logins right now? I pay for 5 different Netflix accounts just so people can have it. Every month I have a bank account I don't use. It's literally there. There's money sitting in there just for the next 2-3 years, enough for 3 years of Disney Plus, Hulu, and Netflix. I use to just give away HBO Max. I'll be going to HBO and they'll be like, continue watching this. I'll be like, somebody really uses this shit because I didn't watch fucking 50 Shades of Grey. Whoever somebody's watching that shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, but you bring something up that I've read about actually, which is having multiple bank accounts. And I think that the sweet spot's like having about 5 different bank accounts.
It depends.
Yeah,
So
it really all depends.
So first thing is, for business wise, you need to get LLCs and S corps or whatever. Stop fucking making money yourself. I don't know if you guys are in this, but stop letting, like, if you have a job, ask your job, can they pay your LLC? Get an LLC, takes like 3 weeks, costs $100, and open a bank account. Ask the job if they can pay your LLC instead of you. Most likely they can because it's the same money. They owe you $800, they can pay the LLC $800, but see, your LLC doesn't, you're getting the whole $800 without tax because that's going to be a 1099, not a W-2. And now that you have your LLC, you can make money, but you can write off half the shit that you use your bank account for. And instead of, like, back in the day, you had to keep receipts, but bank statements are receipts now, so you don't really have to keep receipts. And there's little tricks you can do to, like, write off more gas or more trips. If you go fly out of town, instead of flying out on your business, and then don't, like, fuck your personal bank account. You could pay yourself from your LLC if you want, but fuck your personal bank account. Don't even use it, really. I use like if you see all my debit cards, it's all business. Like Wolf of Warlow LLC. I don't know if I have any rest. She probably has it.
Yeah, that's one other thing that I read about is like do not use debit, try to use a little bit more credit instead.
Credit for sure. If you let, it's better to use credit if you're buying assets. Is what they really mean. A lot of people are like, oh, use credit, not debit. But ultimately, you're going to pay it back anyway. So don't just use credit if you're like going to go to unless you're trying to build your credit. If you're still building your credit up, of course, use credit. So and keep paying it off right away. Build it up. But using credit or loans are better if you're trying to build a business or something that's going to make you money. If you want to go buy.
Yeah, me too.
They got ads.
Oh, sorry about that.
Nah, we got ads. Ads, hey man, ads pay for everything. But yeah, for like loans, if you're gonna go buy $50,000 anything, take a loan or use credit. Use somebody else's $50,000. Like the thing that you're buying for 50,000 is gonna make back 90. Use somebody else's 50. They're gonna ask you for 70 back, so you lost 20, but you made 20 in profit. And if it's a business, then it keeps going. But even if it's a one-time thing, using somebody else's money to buy something that makes you money is just common sense. But you got to like build yourself. But the first thing is get an LLC, have your job, pay your LLC if and they kind of push it, even though it's weird. Again, it's not normal, so people will give you a hard time. But fuck normal, kind of push it. They start paying your LLC. Now you're not getting taxed. So you're not going to get a tax refund the next year. But no offense, but tax refunds for broke people. Fuck your little extra $1,000, $2,000. Do you want it now or do you want it later? Right. And getting a tax refund mean they already, they snatched your fucking money and they're giving some of it back. I'd rather make all my fucking money now and use it freely. So if you get the $800 check, that's yours. You write off your gas, and then the type of LLC you get is definitely important. So like I have a bunch of LLC, sales and marketing and teaching. But my Wolf Warlow one, that was the original name instead of Wolf of West Coast, that's an entertainment LLC. Because if you have it's called a SIC code, but if you're classified as entertainer or entertainment, a lot more things can be written off. Because I'm an entertainer, right? And it's not perfect science, but like my haircuts are part of my business.
Of your brand.
Because I got to buy clothes to a certain extent. So if you really were going deep into it, an entertainer can write off everything. And you guys are entertainers, so it's perfect. All this shit is a write-off, aka don't keep the money in your fucking account. I know you like to see it grow, but if you made $500,000 this year, it's pre-tax, and then if you keep $500,000 in the account, they can tax you on the $500,000. Spend it. Even if you spend it on something that makes money back, get that shit out of your account. You talk to somebody that knows and make sure it kind of washes itself, but it goes against your profit. And so by the end of the year, you only profited, $40,000. Now you have to pay tax on that, which is 15. Well, 15,000, is gas. You wrote that off of gas, but yet you made all your money while spending it. Let's say if you guys make 50,000 a year at your job, if they could pay your LLC, you'll owe about 20,000 in taxes, but it's LLC, so gas is taxes. And right now, California is allowing us to write off like almost 100% of meals. It used to be like 55 cents on a dollar, but you could write off a lot of your meals because you're swiping your business card. So kind of keep up with that, but swipe your business card for everything. You go out of town, little tricks you can do to go out of town. Don't book Friday to Sunday because that's leisure. If you book Friday to Monday, even if it's like right early Monday, everything now you swipe over that weekend is considered a write-off. Everything is versus some of it is because you took a business trip. Friday to Sunday, leisure. Friday to Monday, it can be considered a business trip.
You hit from one business day to the next business day.
So gas, right? You can't write off your commute to work. You can't write off driving home. You can write off anything you do during work. But tricks, if you have a Starbucks 2 minutes away from your house, stop by the Starbucks, make a phone call. So this is for audit purposes because you can write it off anyway. But if they ever want to audit you, stop by a Starbucks every morning and make a phone call. And now, since that's only 2 minutes from your house, the whole trip from Starbucks to work is you could write off because that's you started work at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So now everything else, and the same thing when you're driving home, stop at a Starbucks, buy something, and because it was a coffee meeting, a business call, now the rest of that whole drive is part of work and little things. So that's for like audit purposes you can write off. And again, this is not all perfect science, but there's 450 tax codes. And this is why people like were pissed off at Donald Trump. Oh, he made $1 billion, but he only paid 700 in taxes. I don't have, we can get into the personal feelings about Donald Trump, but don't be mad at that motherfucker because he's smarter than you. $700 in tax after $1 billion, he's smart as shit.
Don't hate the player.
That's why I say make my bank account great again.
Yeah, make the bank account great again.
Nah, man, I did get some respect for him when he called out Hillary Trump's like, yeah, they use these taxes, and I know because I use these fucking loopholes too.
All her friends use it too.
Right.
So yeah, again, he, as a business person, I'd pay to sit down with the dude. Should he be the leader of the free world? Probably not. But if it's based on him or the dude in the office right now, fuck it, Trump back it is.
100%.
And again, maybe old Biden, I'd say let's do it, but this motherfucker can't finish a paragraph. We can't have a leader of free world that can't finish a fucking paragraph without stumbling over his words. I think his age got the best of him. So Trump shouldn't be a leader of free world. But if with the climate we're in now, if it's him or the same shit we already have going on right now, fuck, I'll take my chance with him. I didn't vote for him the first time, but he'd get my vote this time if he's running against Biden. Sorry, Biden, I loved you before, but you're fuck up now. And I'm not saying fuck up, but you're no help.
No help.
You're no help. You're not. Nothing's happening positive that I can think of. And Trump had some negative shit too. What Trump did was that the racists pretty much stood tall when Trump was about. He didn't say go do it, but him not condemning it is almost signing off on the same shit.
Right.
So he lost me on that. But without him being as who he was, the Black Lives Matters cause and all that marching, all that shit happened also because he was so allowed the racists to be so blatantly racist. Because when the rubber band gets stretched, right, it ends up snapping right back. Like you said earlier, the snake biting its own tail. The racists were so fucking blatant during Trump's time that all those closet motherfucking people, the closet racists, and the people that are neutral, the Drew Brees and some of the celebrities, Robert De Niro's, a lot of those people kind of just, they never had a comment if a black kid got killed or something happened in the hood. They it was for the business wise, they probably thought it was bad, but just don't say shit. You leave it, you stay there. People were so blatantly racist that even people like that couldn't be quiet. You had to pick a side at this point. So during Trump's administration, everybody was forced to pick a side. Either you agree with the kid being shot while jogging or you don't. There's no version of it because people are doing crazy shit on camera because in their head, their leader said to do it. And that allowed people like Drew Brees to wear the shirts, say her name shirts. There's a lot of race shit that happened over Drew Brees' whole career. He never spoke up about any of this shit. But at this point, you have to say something. And because, again, Santee, the dude was walking around with a fucking clan mask on. Now, obviously, nobody in San Diego surprised in Santee. We call it Clan T for a reason.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right? Shout out to Clan T. I walked into a bar there once, and it was like a movie scene. Motherfuckers looked at me like, they look at me like, come on, bro, you don't belong here. Bro. I was like, you know what? Y'all right. I did business to business sales. Yeah. So they sent me to Santee. I thought they did that to get me they wanted me to quit. I was the only black kid out of 150 white kids, and they sent me to Santee. That wasn't a fucking accident. They were trying to piss me off to quit. Right. It didn't work. I ended up opening my own business and making millions. But yeah, the Trump shit, that's a whole topic of its own. We could be here for 18 hours talking about that shit.
Yeah, maybe the next podcast.
Yeah,
sure.
We'll do it again. However you guys on my shit, and we could talk about everything. We could pick certain topics, and you're gonna have some people not liking us, and that works for all of us. So
it's all right. Hey, right. But you know what? I'm gonna go on a quick little segue because we do have a bunch of comments that we've kind of neglected this whole entire episode. But man, it's been a crazy conversation. I hope everybody's taking notes out there because Wolf is dropping knowledge on this one.
We got David Phipps saying "whoop whoop." That's your David Louis.
Oh yeah, homie's a juggalo.
Alan, aka RPG. Only time I call a black dude on my out there is if I got beef with him. Fuck it, It is what it is. That's still racist as fuck. But that's all right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad the honesty, but I hope you got beat up too.
Francisco Garcia saying saludos, a wolf of the West Coast, de parte de la familia de Garcia.
Yeah, that's my
my
father-in-law.
I've heard you talk, man.
That's my father-in-law.
Carmen Cardenas saying, "Me encanta como habla. Me lo pueden saludar."
What did she say?
She said she likes how you talk and if they could give you a shout out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
say hi.
if you could give her a shout out.
Shout out to Carmen Cardenas and Francisco. It's my parents on my Mexican side. So
Shout out.
yeah.
They say,
Speaking
and
about
Alan saying,
Alan.
NK Upper G saying, what's good, Kicker Labs? This is going to sound random. Well, everything about me is random. But I got my ass whooped by TNE?
By the shower. How
By
the
the
fuck does
shower,
that
how the
happen?
fuck does that happen?
The water pressure on your shower is probably not right, bro. Probably call a plumber. That sounds like your boiler's about to explode.
Were you beefing with that with shit too, bro?
Yeah. Fuck
I
it.
don't know if he's being for real.
Maybe
you being for real, though.
maybe the shower might be a mayate too, man. You got problems with everybody, big dog. It's all good.
Yeah, but how's the IG looking over there, Louis?
Well, you know.
Did your thumb do it again?
Yeah,
It
man.
did do it again.
Yeah,
We have Eddie saying sup fellas though. That's all I got. And shout out to Lalo Pedrin. He said 100.
Which Eddie? Because you gotta be descriptive about which Eddie it is this time, Doug.
There's a bunch of Eddies out there.
Eddie
A lot of
Carreño.
Eddies.
Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eddie and shout out to everybody who commented on IG. We apologize for not getting to those comments earlier.
Hey
But
man, I'm
to
long-winded.
To everybody that's still here with us, do not go anywhere. We're still here with the Wolf, Michael Wolf, and we will be back. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half. So stay tuned through the messages. Do not go anywhere. It's gonna be quick. We'll be right back with the second half. This is the Kick It Podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
My kiss
to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. Yeah, hello, good morning. The rain can barely afford it. Be get pissed when I wake up. This whole life is so fucking pointless. Filled with annoyance. Usage appointed. Feel the rigor mortis, the shortage. Digital avoidance, give a coordinates. The brain goes in the morning. Flip your portion, try to make a fortune. Fuck off. I'm trying to get my thoughts sorted. My life in order. Fuck the government supporter. Penny for your thoughts, I give you a quarter. The conduct of disordered all over. The kamikaze, rewind time. Talk to me wrong, get bombed 7 times like Machiavelli the Don. I read the Bible and the Quran and plenty of times I'm at war with myself. Bringing peace to my mental, we're working on my health. I hear the voices in my head. Will I live to tell? Who knows? Heaven to hell. Oh, everyone don't get burned trying to make the funds. In this life you only live once, it's cold, so go live in the run. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to rhymes that could just ease your mind through the night and day. In a merciless maze of telepathic tragic can't resuscitate all late. Just to say, contemplate the brain, contaminate, commentate, trying to contain whatever can be done. The thoughts just outrun everyone on the concept, just chalking designers. Fuck it, logical nonsense, stop it, the sonics reclining while driving, cruising late and I will begging homage, reading, gaining knowledge. If you coming at me with some bullshit, you can stop it. Just a diffusion process, open the blinds to teach the conscious. Just be cautious how the brain reacts, emotionally detached from everything. If you trying to stop me from getting cash, get the fuck up out my way. Yeah, let it ride out. Yeah, let it ride out. Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. Come take a ride. Yeah, come take a ride. Come take a ride. Yeah, what? Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. California roll through the stop sign to keep it nice. Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. California roll through the stop sign to keep it nice. Yeah, what? Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. Come take a ride.
It's been a long day, yeah. Had to take the thing the long way, yeah. Make them hits like a bone tape, yeah. Be with her, that she gon' say, yeah.
Yeah. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. The work we putting in won't be overlooked. Our body language, your boy look shook, and he should be. I be Marcus can be at the rim, don't get took cheap. I can't believe this is happening. The merge from north to south. I don't doubt many men, but many men in the end get lost. Hell of a cause, cause everyone tryna be the boss. But then society give me a pause. Raise the applause for the fucking terrorism, making an error. Knee deep in every endeavor, stay classy and clever. Hieroglyphics to letters. Everything that I do is all for the better. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
Yeah. You never knew that I spit them scriptures like rabbi. Spit that fake shit, never have I. You don't wanna be an enemy, but then I lie. Before I have to cut your body parts like a tan line. You out your damn mind, thinking you could box with us. We like some juggernauts, homie, you ain't stopping us. Pop the clutch, speeding off with lots of bucks. You watching us, get blinded when we cock and bust. Don't ever worry about what could have been. Death around the corner, know the casket's what they put me in. Living on the bottom of the bottle, what I'm looking in, I'm going after every fucking thing that I should have been.
I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mints. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
And just like that, we are back with the second half of the Michael Wolf interview here at the Kick It Podcast. But we actually switched off the producers. So Lens is now going to be in front of the camera for this second half. And then Bruce got sent back to the control room. So he's going to be the engineer for the remainder of the episode. But we're still here with Michael. And we actually got a new guest, a young little guest here. So little man, what's your name? Say something to the mic real quick.
What's your name?
Nino.
Oh, now you got shy? You've been trying to get on camera this whole time.
He was super tough in the break.
Yeah. He's like, and I'm out.
Little wolf. He's a little wolf, man. He's a cub. So tell him what animal you have outside.
A tiger, and I have a dog.
Okay. Which one you like better, your tiger or your dog?
Both.
Nice.
And people believe you when you said you had a tiger? No, but you got video proof, huh? Yeah, you shy?
He's looking at himself in the TV. He's like, "Whoa!"
Hey, switch the camera on that real quick, Bruce.
Tell him about the giveaways. How about that? What are you giving away on Christmas?
My car.
A car? What color is it?
White.
White car. Yeah. So Christmas is he's part of it. We're gonna be giving away a BMW. Ooh. So it's like an 08, a little bit better than the bucket, but it's free. So he's excited to give away a car.
You excited to give away that car? Yeah.
Hey, a BMW? That's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. All right.
I love it. All
right. Last thing you tell him. What do you have to say every night before you go to bed?
I'm gonna change the world.
Say it again. Hold on.
I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna take nothing from nobody. I'm gonna protect my family and my dogs. And
That's it. You're gonna change the world. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna be yourself. You're not gonna take nothing from nobody. I say you're not gonna take shit for anybody, but he changes it because he don't like to cuss. And you're gonna protect your family every night before he goes to bed. I make him say that. Just put that shit in his head already.
Amazing.
Love that. Love that.
You better live up to it because I can be gone tomorrow. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like those little things he can remember before. Is I feel like if I was to pass away, knock on wood, right? I feel like it'd be more serious for him because that'd be a voice in his head, and now he has to live up to it. If not, now haunts his ass. And so it's a little thing. He's a good kid.
Hey, thank you for sharing, Lil Wolf.
Yeah. This is his first haircut this show. He's never had his hair always curly, so his mom doesn't. I don't think.
Look, he's thrown off of the camera, dude. It's like trying to figure out what's going on.
He's like, this haircut looks good though. Right?
It's clean. It's
Watch
clean.
YouTube all day, so he sees everybody else on camera. So now he's like on the camera, but he's gonna be He's gonna have his own like weekly episode on YouTube. Since we already have the setup, I'm gonna make him talk about kid stuff.
Wow.
First grade shit and friends and how weird it is to make friends, falling down, two parents, and what would it be like when we had broke up? Me and his mom had broke up before. What was it like having one parent and one parent? Fuck it, talk about 6-year-old to 8-year-old shit.
Yeah,
right? And
I dig it.
Kids like it, internet anyway. They fucking have somebody talk about things that they talk about.
Yeah, well, wasn't it that one kid Ryan with the toys that he just became a millionaire off of YouTube?
Yeah, man, that stresses me out.
That stresses me out.
Yeah, straight up, he was like 8 or 12 years old, and he was already like the hottest thing in YouTube because he was doing reviews of toys, and then eventually ended up owning his own toy line, dude. This is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, Nike Box is one of the things that he watches on YouTube. Net worth is like 20 million or 30 million plus merchandise.
Wow.
That throws me off, man. That's why when people make excuses like it's too hard, I'm like, nah, fuck that. There's kids playing with toys that can buy our fucking house, and it's just what you don't feel like doing. Now they put in work. Don't make it wrong. Those kids are like recording content nonstop, and those parents are too, and cutting it together and putting all that. But I told him if he likes that stuff, he doesn't get to just like it and do it leisure. If you want to play video games, fuck it. Get C's and B's, and I'll buy you every video game in the world. But you got 2 years. Like, he gets like 12 years old. You got 2 years to figure out if you're going to be top ranked. If you can't be top ranked, fuck video games. It's whatever he likes. Like Elon Musk kids, they go to like a special school. There's like no grades, and there's like kind of go and learn what you want to learn. I don't know the full details, and we're not that rich, so he can't have that. But I don't care if he doesn't want to play sports or he wants to do this, wants to do that. Whatever he likes is what he do. Right now, if he likes that YouTube stuff, cool. You about to record your own content. And if he says no, he doesn't want to record it, I'm gonna limit all his YouTube watching too. We're not half-assing anything. You're either gonna do it and do it or not do it at all. So thank you, babe. You can go sit back with your mom.
You want to say anything else, Lil Wolf?
You want to say anything else? One last thing. Say thank you to everybody.
Just like that, he just vanished.
Here, take your phone, babe.
Okay, no, but that's some real stuff right there, Wolf. And I read this in a book. I think it might have been in Think and Grow Rich or something like that. I really don't remember. But it was saying about the school system, and we kind of talked about it in this whole entire episode. But how, especially when it comes to grade, how it kind of mentally blocks a couple of kids. The best way to approach it would be like get to school, get to class, and then you yourself kind of visualize what grades you want to get. Not necessarily because not all the kids do homework. I know damn well I wasn't doing that much homework.
Yeah.
And I mean, you shared your story, but like if you could still kind of like visualize the grades that you want to get, I mean, they should be able to be attainable. Like if you really kind of take advantage of your time in the classroom.
Yeah, it's how you structure everything. It starts at home with the parents. It starts with society first, and the government, powers that be, and then it goes to the parental part of it, and then the students themselves, especially as they get older, have to start making choices. They won't make choices if the parents are ignorant as fuck, and the parents can't make great choices if the system doesn't fucking change. So it's a whole loop. But school itself is like a depressing topic. It's meant to pump out workers, right? I think
Facts.
Rockefeller put like equivalent of $2 billion into the school system over 100 years ago. I think his quote was he didn't want thinkers, he wanted workers.
Mm-hmm.
And when an industry titan puts in that type of money into school system, there's only for one reason, and that's why school and work are very similar. 8 hours, you get 2 smoke breaks and then a lunch break, or 2 recesses and a lunch break. School, it's very, very similar. They'll let make a kid feel like he isn't shit because he's not great at math, but that kid might cut better grass than anybody on the fucking earth. But if you tell him he's an idiot, then he's not gonna go and pursue his dream. He thinks he's fucking stupid. And I think Einstein's quote: "If you judge a monkey by its ability to climb a tree, or judge a fish, judge a fish by the ability to climb a tree, it'll grow up its whole life thinking it's an idiot." And that's what happens in the fucking school system. They fuck kids' heads up because they're not the AP kids. Okay, the AP kids. How many interviews I've interviewed? Master's kids, people that run my business. Most of them that oversee it, and I don't have to show up anymore, have bachelor's degrees, master's degrees. We had bachelor's degrees. We had like 7 people in our office out of 15 ones that are all bachelor's or master's kids. I got kicked out of high school. I didn't graduate. I signed their check. And I'm smarter than them. They're smarter than me at a topic, but all around, it's not even close. Because education's a whole different thing. I don't really give a fuck about what this what the center of the earth temperature is.
Right.
But that's the problem. And me and my wife, we kind of want to do it is go to high schools right before, like for seniors, like right around May and early June, and see if high schools allow us to like take the seniors, do like an assembly or a couple of days a week and teach them how to do job interviews. One, I want to go and speak and let a lot of these kids know that you do not have to be a college grad to make it, because I'm written proof that you don't have to. But then I want to teach them to do job interviews, because you graduate high school and last thing you fucking learned was the circumference of the sun. You go to job interview and they're like asking you about work, and you're like, "What are you gonna go in there?" I'm like, so Abraham Lincoln got killed by this person. They're gonna look at you like, "What the fuck are you talking
John
about?"
Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. Hey, you, like, okay, well, what do you know? Fucking the circumference of the sun is this, and Pythagorean theorem, and like, imagine going to a job interview right when you're 18 and going with the shit they just taught you. You're fucked. You're gonna get underpaid, underappreciated, no raises, and be stuck at a job that you don't like. But then some families need their 18-year-old kid to work. You have to, because it's just the cards were dealt for the family to need every income in the house to be that way. And that most kids are not going to college. And then college is half a scam too. It's not a scam because they technically are not lying, but they don't tell you full truth.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not going to the Ivy League school, I mean, you're just going in debt for no reason.
Yeah, college, 90% of people don't use a degree. 9 out of every 10
don't
use a degree.
There's a couple that you need a degree for, like being a doctor.
Yeah,
you need college education for that.
A lot of people don't have 10 years in them. 10 years, $250,000 in debt to be a doctor, and we need those doctors. But you also have to have a special brain to be a doctor too. You can't just wake up necessarily and say, "I want to be a doctor." I mean, it's a good way to start, but to remember every fucking bone in the body and every vein and all that, 10 years of school doesn't necessarily mean you can do that shit. I can tell you right now, I can do 10 years of school right now. I shouldn't cut open nobody's heart.
Yeah.
There's no version of it. Fuck no. Look, I've lived with Mexicans my whole life and still only speak 30% of Spanish. That lets you know certain people are meant for certain things.
Yeah.
But the median income of a lot of these places, if you went to a college and went to like a counselor and was like, "All right, before I pick my classes, I want to make $250,000 a year. I see you got me a psychology class and all that. How much is the median income of psychologists that have a degree? First, what percentage use them? What's the median income? When you find out the median income is like $70,000 or $60,000, you know what happened? Psychology teachers would be out of a fucking job because these kids would stop taking psychology classes if you actually said out loud that they don't make no fucking money. Well, I want to be a lawyer. Okay. Well, how much do lawyers make? An average lawyer out of college is 80 to 150. They're like, "Oh, so I will never have a Lambo if I'm a lawyer, unless I'm like lucky and go to a perfect practice and big name and I know somebody. Yeah, but 6 years of school. Yeah, how much does that cost? $200,000-$300,000. And how many people use their degree? Lawyers, so over 50% use it. But the median income is not meeting my goals. People will be out of a fucking job at these colleges if the school actually told people how much they're going to make. Trade jobs are a little bit better. People go to criminal justice classes and they feel good about themselves because it sounds good to tell your parents, but it's not pretty to say you're a tractor mechanic.
Yep.
But the tractor mechanics will fucking make a lot more money than those dudes.
Bank.
Yeah.
100%.
Underwater welding. Like weird shit like that. You don't get high fives at home because nobody knows what the fuck it is. But those dudes, they make as much as a fucking surgeon to make.
Yep.
Without, fucking 10 years of school and 1 year working for damn near free. And there's nothing shot to a surgeon. But I have employees that make as much. In my main business, one of my main business, people always want to know this. So anybody watching this, where the fuck does this guy make a lot of his money from? You guys ever seen the government free phone companies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Obama phone, right?
Yeah. So even though, let me educate people, it has nothing to do with fucking Obama.
Right.
Reagan started it in the 80s, Lifeline program. Bush put it on cell phones after Katrina because the city without houses doesn't need house phone discount. And then it kind of just took off during Obama's administration. But now it's Obama phone. So long as whatever they want to call it, long as they can get one. I'm an owner of a company that gives those out. So we have multiple different cities. And you guys will be seeing those people in the street like, oh, look at them motherfuckers, hot sun. Yeah, anyway. My top person in my office, he's like a 54-year-old essay. His name is Raul. This motherfucker's checks are like $2,400 to $2,700 after taxes weekly. This is every week. He makes more than an airline pilot.
Yeah.
And he's giving out free shit, free cell phones in the hood. And then I have 20-year-old kids. There's an 18-year-old girl. She did like 10 phones yesterday. 10 phones at $40 a phone. It's $400. I don't know how much you guys make, but $400 on a fucking Tuesday for an 18-year-old kid. And she does that sometimes the whole week. So she'll make $2,000. So we have people that are 18 to 24-year-old making six figures take home. Not six figures and in tax, six figures take home, giving out free fucking phones.
Yep.
And as the person like me, as the owner, I had to learn it first. So I had to go out. I was in these fucking streets, San Isidro, 99 cent stores in fucking downtown San Diego in the hot sun. I wasn't even this skin complexion anymore. I had the bum tan, that shit. You look like you've been in the sun too long.
Yeah.
I did that shit. I worked 96 hours a week for the last 6 years. Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to midnight. We do the phone meeting in the morning, phones, meeting at night. And even if I make $5 per phone, but I have 20 people working, I'll make like $20,000 this week. Today, we did 227 phones as a company. That's not much. We'll probably break 1,000 this week. But I make $20 per phone. So I made $4,400 today. I don't show up to my office. That's me. I made that money for breathing. Real boss gets paid on his off day. And that's the type of shit these kids need to learn in school. Like, you don't have to have a degree to do that. You pretty much don't be a fucking full-fledged tweaker. And you're all good. And this is for you guys and everybody else that's listening. I don't want to take everybody's time, but I've been trying to change people's life with this phone shit. And this is the best metaphor I've ever came up with. If Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos went on the fucking social media and on the news and said, hey, I'm putting a house in every city around the United States and I'm putting billions of dollars into it. Billions. And they're going to be in the form of pennies, dimes, quarters, nickels, dollars, some 20s. The hours are between 8 and 8. Only you have to get an invite. So, and you can take as much money as you can. That's the equivalent of the Lifeline business, the phone business. There's about a $10 billion budget for it. And aka the budget will transcend human time. So before I even get into the metaphor, let me ask you guys a question. Do you know how long it takes to count to 1 million?
Time-wise?
Like day, month, whatever. Will you just give me an answer?
Count to 1 million? Probably takes $100
to get it right.
A second, $1?
Nah, bro. It takes
less?
probably like 98 days.
Okay, what do you got?
I'll take 14 days.
What do you think?
Man, it takes.
Just throw something out there. You're gonna get it wrong, but throw something out there.
24 hours.
Nah.
Well,
we're not gonna get into
how
that.
many
That's why he's the
seconds are
producer.
in
Yeah.
24 hours, bro?
Yeah. That's why I'm broke.
You got 24 hours.
All right, so look, to count to 1 million, it's 11 days. If you just keep counting, it's 11 days. I'm going to show people the difference of 1 billion and 1 million isn't the same. We hear the alien part. People don't understand $1 billion budget for something in the government. It's a lot. How long does it take to count to 1 billion?
2 years.
I was gonna say a couple of years myself.
What do you think?
Don't ask me because I was about to put that up already.
31 years.
31
Damn.
years.
11 days to 31 years. It's a fucking difference. So if you started counting right now, you'd be 31 years older by the time you get to 1 billion.
Wow.
So imagine if there's a government program that's a $10 billion budget. You can pay yourself $10,000, I think, a day from the birth of Christ. I mean, 0 AD, right? You know, to now, you still only break almost 6 billion. If you paid yourself 10,000 a day, to now, you wouldn't break more than 6 billion. So this budget of 10 billion, it's going to transcend human time. That's 2,000 years, and you wouldn't reach half. So imagine Elon Musk's money when he has like 150 billion. He couldn't spend it in a lifetime. It would transcend human time. Elon Musk would have to spend literally, I think, $1 million a day, and he still would. It take 1,000 years to break 1 billion.
Wow.
Again, a billion is 1,000 millions. It's hard enough. We've all had $1,000 before, right, in our pocket, but we've never had 1 million because making 1,000 times is hard. Imagine making 1 million 1,000 times. That's 1 billion. Then you got people like Elon Musk that has 100, 200. The motherfucker has made 1 million over 200,000 times. He would never spend it. And so there's a budget for this program that's $10 billion. And we haven't scratched the fucking surface. So if there is a house and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos put in every city, and you don't have to qualify to get into the house, you just have an invite, aka for the invite equivalent is know about the Lifeline program. Just know about it. So that's your invite. So now you know about it. Anybody can work there, right? You 18 to fucking 60, it doesn't make a difference. You got to get to the house. So, and the hours are 8 and 8, because that's the hours that you can actually do a phone. The hours are 8 and 8. I think a lot of people quit their fucking job tomorrow and just head to the house and just fucking find as much cash as they can every single day. You know what's funny? People will still judge you. Just like people judge you if you get a free phone job. Oh, you should get a real job. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's cool. People will judge you if you went to Elon's house too and just collect money. Oh, really? You're just taking free handouts? People are never going to be happy with anything you do. But imagine somebody like me who's been in a house for fucking 2-3 years. There's people that are going to show up with just their pockets and stuff their pockets every day. There's people that are going to show up with pillowcases. They're smarter, right? Going to collect a little bit more money. There's people that are going to show up with honey all over their body and roll around and take money. People are going to show up with a vacuum and try to vacuum money. And then there's people like me who, since I've been there for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, I'm doing it all. I'm going to have the vacuum, the fucking pillowcase, everything. But I'm smart enough to invite 20 other people to the house and tell them, hey, I know where the address is. Give me 10 cents of every dollar. You guys can go collect all your money. I would never make as much money by myself as 10 people can make in that house. And if I had a restaurant right now and it was $1 million restaurant, I'd still be in the Lifeline business because imagine broke people. If the government said you can write your own stimulus checks every week, how many of us would? We can get another fucking $1,400 stimulus check. We would take it. Well, it's government money and you can take as much as you want for every phone you give out. If you're like, I want to do 10 phones a day, go figure out your ratio, your yes to no ratio. If you get 1 yes for every fucking 50 no's, cool. Go talk to 500 fucking people. You'll get your 10, $400. You know, it's simple. If you go talk to 150 people a day and you say, hey, how's it going? Do you want a phone 150 times? Yeah, you're right. 141 people are going to say no to you. 9 people are going to say yes. At that 9, 5 of them are going to go through. And then about 6 people are going to walk up to you, cards in hand, ready to get a phone. You'll do about 7 a day. If you talk to 150 people, 7 a day. And you'll make about $80,000 a year take home. And then if you know people like me, I'm going to make sure you don't have to pay the taxes on that. So $80,000 a year take home is $160,000 a year W-2 job. So if you're a Delta airline pilot or a fucking Spirit airline pilot or American airline pilot, you're making about $150,000 a year. You can Google it. $150,000 a year and then getting taxed down to $80,000, or you go get 7 phones out a day in the hood and you make the same as an airline pilot without fucking doing the hours. I would go to Elon's house every fucking day. And if the worst you had to deal with in the house was They're going to have the heater up to 102, 105, 108. So sometimes it's going to be hot. That's equivalent of a hot day in the sun. Or they're going to have the AC on. That's equivalent of a cold day while you're giving out phones. There's going to be tweakers in the house. There's going to be crackheads in the house. There's going to be weirdos in the house. There's going to be competitive people in the house that don't want you in the house either because it's their money. That's the shit we deal with. We deal with people that don't want us out there. We deal with hot weather, cold weather, and we deal with tweakers and crackheads. I've been to 2 Super Bowls. I've given away $200,000 in the last 2 years, all because of Lifeline.
Wow.
Now I just bought a business last week. I bought a Metro last week.
Right.
Oh, right on.
I might be buying the weed business tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We'll see how that goes. All that stems from everything. I sponsor over 10 people that are amateur fighters and local basketball teams and local baseball teams. The high school I got kicked out of. Yeah, I'm a fucking sponsor. Talk about that.
Shout out.
Yeah, San Ysidro High.
That's right.
Fuck
Shout
y'all.
out. Shout That's
To
right,
the teachers. You know, crazy thing, I try to teach some of my old teachers about this taxes shit. Dude's like, that's too much for me, man. I don't understand none of that shit. Broke my heart because I'm thinking to myself, fuck, man, you're educating somebody as we speak.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him, and he doesn't want to hear it. But he's about to send kids out into the real world. Fucked my head up.
Well, and see, that's the thing that we were talking about earlier. You know, not everybody wants to think. Some people just want to get entertained, sit on the couch, do nothing all day, or, you know, read a book, whatever. There's a lot of people out there that are not willing to put in the time to actually think and have an original thought, man. It's a little sad sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to. People bitch about it. I tell people, my office, I was like, age is not a problem. If you're 21 years old, there's a 21-year-old right now with a beat up ass fucking Honda. There's a 21-year-old with a Lambo. And there's a 20-year-old on the bus stop. I was like, which one you think probably worked smarter, and which one you think probably was not as normal as everybody else? And they're like, go to the Lambo. Which car would you rather drive? The Lambo. What the fuck do you think you have to do? Got to do what the Lambo kid do. Everybody wants to have the life for the Kardashians and LeBron James, but then you live a life that they would commit suicide if they were like you. Can't have both, man. Pick one. Like my homies and my friends, George Pedrini, when we're in the car, if we see a Lambo pass, motherfuckers, hey, look at Lambo. No, don't look, big dog. That's not you. You're not a Lambo guy. You can't keep a full-time job. Don't look at the Lambo. Look at the bus stop. Look at the Hondas. Those are you're a Honda guy. And people get like, oh, you're fucked up. I'm like, nah, man. False hope is one of the worst things you can give to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now George is different. George is a fucking worker. You know, he dropped out of high school at 16, and he's a business partner of mine for a long time. He's fucked me over a little bit too. I put a lot of money in his basket. We opened a restaurant together in Texas. But he learned the hard way of running his own business that you can't spend the money of your business on home. So you realize, yeah, your business profits, but it's not profiting enough for you to take home money. It's profiting enough to stay open. So he had to learn it the hard way. We'll open another restaurant in the future because he's entrepreneur fucking through and through. But I've hit him in the head. I've hired him before, and he quit. And I fired him before. A few times I think I fired George. But at the same, he's one of those Mexicans I grew up with at 16 that we had to go fight people. So he's my brother forever, right? But he's a fuck up too. He's fucked up everything he's ever put his hands on.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that kicks his ass about it. The only one. Even his marriage and all that. And if something's going on in his marriage, I'm like, fuck you calling me for? You know, like, you fucked up. Big dog, you want me to be on her side? I'm not gonna be on her side. I'm you know, hurt your side, her side, and make a difference. It's who's fucking right or wrong.
Yeah.
Fix this shit. You want to be with your wife and your kids, fix it, or stop bitching, or what she won't change. Then you're not in a relationship. You're in a situationship. You guys are together based on your situation, and which means the situation disappears, so shall your relationship. So if you know when people show you who they are, believe them. That's Maya Angelou quote. So I'm like, if that's who your wife is, believe her. Now you have a choice. Now you know who she is, or she knows who you are. Can you live with it? If you can live with it, just stop bitching. If you can't live with it, leave. And if you don't leave, better get therapy before you have to leave. Right? And that's my same relationship too. We go through the same shit. Like some things I don't like about her, some shit I don't like about me. And I'm kind of me. I'm like, I ain't changing shit. So what you want to do? Right. And, you know, she has to change things. I have to change things. But it's like we said, it all goes down to mindset. If you gave all the rich people in the world the same money as poor, and we took all the tomorrow, statistics says rich people be rich within 100 years, poor be poor again, because it's a mindset. And it's not fair. Poor people are built and taught a certain mindset to stay poor.
Facts.
but not an excuse.
Right.
Right? It's not a fucking excuse. Once you know better, once you can say things like facts, no longer an excuse. And it's one of my mantras, the Wolf of West Coast. If it's not, people like it's not easy, then do it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever the shit you guys got going on here, like I was talking about earlier, these mics and man, this shit looks like rocket science to me.
Right.
I can talk to you guys about how to save money and taxes. I can teach you guys how to lose weight. I can teach you guys how to fight if I needed to. I can teach you business. I can figure out these microphones and this fucking system to save. It'll take me over a year to get this shit right. And I'm a smart dude, really smart dude, but everybody has their thing.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do a podcast
Right.
because it's not easy. It has nothing to do with it. I have a tiger.
Yeah.
That ain't easy either, to have a fucking tiger. And this is my second one. So, and I could have a giraffe.
Yeah.
I have piranhas. Piranhas not legal in California,
Or
but
a zebra.
I wanted piranhas. So I paid my receptionist, got her a fake ID for Oregon, flew her out to Oregon, rented her a car, had her buy me piranhas only cost $5.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent all this money and had her drive back because I wanted piranhas. And if I wanted it and it's doable, then fuck it, do it.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put in the time to really think things through, man. And sometimes if you have the opportunity to be with people like how you were saying, like if you know somebody that could get you 2 million, you already know how to get 2 million, but you don't know how to get to 3 million. Being in the right room with the right people and asking the right questions, that
It can change your life.
exactly.
It'll change your family
It'll
tree.
change you in the moment.
Change your family tree. But most people would rather bitch about the shit they don't have from the work they didn't put in. And
That part.
that cracks me up. Jim Rome, old white dude, used to do TED Talks. He is like, if you think the cost of working hard, is a lot, wait till you get the bill for regret. And it's like paraphrasing that, but that shit fucked me up too. People are like, oh, it's a lot, or it's gonna this and that. All right, wait till you get the bill for regret. If you think that you're living your life or whatever, or you feel like your excuse for working, go to old folks home.
Mm-hmm.
All they talk about is shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and memories. And it'll start putting shit in perspective of what you should have did. Like if you're fucking college, live your life. Do some crazy shit. Go break a window, like in Sandlot. Go do something. Get outside, break an arm, do something. But nothing changes if nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
And only people that care about your excuses are your other bitch ass friends that are also doing nothing. Right? If we were at on a treadmill, treadmills are fucking weird to use.
Mm-hmm.
I look at this shit, all the fucking buttons. You know who I wouldn't bitch to if I want to complain about how hard a treadmill is to use? The guy next to me that looks like he knows how to use it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I would though? The other guy is like clicking the buttons. That'd be like, yo, these fucking treadmills are crazy, huh? Like, yeah, bro, they're fucking hard to learn. It's funny how we'd bitch to that guy that also complained with us. But the other guy who's clicking the buttons perfect, has the incline perfect. We wouldn't look at him. We'd be like, hey, man, treadmill is hard. He'd be like, no, not really. We wouldn't bitch to that person. We bitch to who wants to listen to us bitch.
That's true.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, well, that's what they say, right? Misery likes company or something like that.
Yeah, misery likes company. People find excuses because finding solutions are hard. Excuses are easy. Why you can't do something is easy. Most people know what we can do. Again, we know Lambos exist. We see them every day. So we know technically we can have one. But then it's not realistic for us. I tell in interviews, people, they can make $150,000 a year after a couple of years working. That's where I lose them. They're excited to work. They want the job, everything. And I tell them they can make $150,000. They don't want to work anymore. They don't want to take the job. And I told my employees, that's not on us. I was like, the problem is when you told them something, I was like, when you grew up in fire department and military and teachers and principals are your role models, when you tell somebody out of college that is supposed to go find a good job, that they can be the person employing people, they're going to be the good job themselves, it's too much. So we had to take out the part that they can be a business owner and run their own business out of our interview, because it's the number one part where people tell us they're terrified. Or they'll go home like, oh, I got to think about it. I'm like, think about what? Either two things. Either believe me that you can make $200,000 a year. Then if you do, you're too scared to make it because you don't think you're good enough. Or you think I'm a liar, which means you're not going to go home and thinking about it. But you didn't think I was a liar when you thought it was $22 an hour. The same job, same work made so much sense at $22 an hour. $150,000 a year must be a scam. Why? Why is it a scam? Because we don't trust ourselves. Like you're not supposed to beat you're not really supposed to beat the people you had dreams and goals, right? You make more than the cop and the fire department and the military and your parents. as much as we talked about it, that shit sounds scary as fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, it is scary. So anybody listening that's like making a lot of money or being successful, it's scary. Yep, so fucking absolutely, it's fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
But how's this shit working out so far?
You.
How's your life working out so far? Is it not scary to be fucking broke? When your check engine light comes on, don't you get fucking scared?
Big time. Big time.
Hey, you gotta
100%.
take risk out there, man. Like if you don't take a risk, you're not really gonna do anything. As you mentioned, you're just gonna keep on trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and that's just the definition of insanity. So
yeah,
gotta step it up.
Alan, aka RPG.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm down. Let's
Hey,
roll over real quick.
We hear you, big dog. We appreciate the honesty. It is a little racist, but it's all good. But I appreciate you like taking it in.
Said it is racist, but I don't mean to talk down on black people. I fuck with them for real, but you fuck me over, I can be racist or a dick or worse. But I don't wish no bullshit on nobody.
Hey, well, it means it's in a lot of us. You want to know somebody's racist? Cut them off in traffic, or do something like that. Motherfuckers that hit you with that hard N word or the spick or some crazy shit real quick.
Wet back real quick.
Yeah, real quick, you piss them off. That's the easiest way. Or when they get drunk, it's, one of the two is coming out. But look, my man is sober and he's talking. So
He's like,
hey,
oh
man,
no, I slipped. That's it. Referring to the shower.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like, I don't got problems with anybody, just the motherfucker that did me dirty.
Yeah, man. But he might not have done you dirty because he was black. He might have just done you dirty because he was an asshole or he's an asshole. It wasn't because he was black. He ain't got to be all that. Just throwing it out there. But teach his own. Maybe it was because he was Mexican. Maybe no.
Or Pedrina saying Nino.
Yeah.
Nino.
Yeah,
Your Uncle George said hello, Nino.
Alan is saying
Alan's cool.
Gonna make an apology on my story for my black homies because I know they're gonna take offense on that 100.
Hey, make a clip on that, Alan.
Yeah.
Please make a clip, bro.
Hey, make sure you have like the paper and just make it like super obvious that you're reading off the paper, and like just make it like monotone, you know, just for best effect.
Sexual relations with that woman. Go follow Bill Clinton.
Young Yachty saying that.
Yeah,
Hey.
one of the things we said, fuck with you, Yachty. And then George, Elon Musk house. I gave him the same speech, but Elon Musk house, he quit his job in the same day.
Yeah.
He was making $90,000 a year as a regional like thing of Wingstop. And he was at my house, and I told him, I gave him the whole concept, and I was like, because he wants to compete with me. We've been competing since 16, right? Who's better quarterback? Who's that? He's 6'1", 300-pound Mexican dude. So we've boxed, we've done all kinds of shit, and so part of him doesn't want to learn from me because we're competition.
Yeah,
I was like, I get that, but at the same time, when your rent is back, you call me all the same, motherfucker. So I was like, you can't keep using me. I was like, you using me like a hoe. If I'm smart on a Monday when you need to borrow money, then on a Tuesday when when I tell you need to quit your fucking job, don't act like I'm stupid all of a sudden. I was smart Monday, motherfucker. I'm smart Tuesday too. I'm not just smart when you need me. And I told him the Elon Musk thing, and I was like, well, you can have your job. I was like, but the fact that he started this lifeline with me and quit, you know, for multiple reasons, hard, big, hot sun. And one of his excuses, well, the boss is kind of an asshole. And I was like, what the fuck is him being an asshole have to do with you giving up buying your mama house? People like, who the fuck do you think you are? The world is not supposed to be mean to you? Like, that goes to the whole LGBTQ thing.
right.
Mainly the T. But you got
Mainly the T.
Bold as shit to think you're going to go your whole life without somebody saying something to you. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're not holier than thou, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I hit him with the Elon Musk house, and that's why he put that right there, because he quit his job the next day. He didn't even ask his wife, which is dangerous behavior. Yeah, he was in California, flew back to Texas without a job. But I put him on, and George is making put his money out there, but he's making like $4,000 a week right now in Texas.
Wow,
Texas that's a lot of money in Texas. Minimum wage is like $8.50.
Yeah.
So, and I told him, and this has been like the last four. Last year, he made like $200,000 off of me. I put him on a COVID campaign. Same thing. I told him to quit his job. He's like, I can do both. I said, the 8 hours you spend at work, you would have made a month worth of your money doing this in 8 hours. But this is only like a 3-month thing. I told him it's only a 3-month thing. So I know you don't want to quit your forever job. I said, but in 3 months, you'll make a year's worth of income. And then you can get the fucking job back. I was like, jobs ain't going nowhere. You have a resume, motherfucker. Just apply again. He quit. And he was making like $21,000 a week for about 2.5, 3 months. Used that money to buy a lunch truck, opened his restaurant, and was able to take his wife out. When he came to California last year, it was right before my birthday. His rent was backed. His water heater was broken. His car was broken. And I told him, "You lucky I don't have feelings, because feelings should say fuck you, because you quit on me when we were doing this." And but he's like, "I'm here now. Fuck it. Don't judge me how I start. Judge me how I finish." And I gave him an advance. He paid his rent. And from there, he never turned back. He's fucking He's killing his whole. He has 5 kids. He's he has no pullout game whatsoever. But he's a big dude. I think that's what it is. Big dude. Fuck it. You don't pull out. You just take it. You're just happy to get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, big dude. It's probably the Mexican side, man.
Yeah, you're a big dude, right? And he's making his life. So I'm glad he's watching, because he's my brother for sure. I met his son when he was a baby, but I met his son again recently, because he lived in Texas 5 years. His son's like 10 now, and he told his son, he's my brother. So it sounds like, man, I didn't know I was half black. I'm like, yeah, man, you have black, because his son, his brother, he's not thinking anything. He's 11 years old. He, in his head, we're brothers, like blood brothers.
Yeah.
Because in our head, we really are.
Yeah.
Right. He has sisters and all that. His sisters work for me too.
Yeah.
All from Texas. They all make money, and I put a lot of people on. A lot of people. This.
I love it.
And her brothers. My sister, one of my sisters, we're actually firing her, like, I think tomorrow. One of my sisters getting fired. Bitch ain't not working. I love her to death, but she's not working. I bought her a car last week, and I told her, if I get your car, you're not going to work, because now you're going to want to cruise around. No, I'm going to work. She ain't worked. My 14-year-old niece is working. Made $700 last week. My 27-year-old sister hasn't worked at all. Same job. So she's fired. You should fire, baby. You should, by like Friday, just remove her from all the chats and fire her. I love her to death, but I love her from afar. Fuck her.
You watching?
Yeah, she's too busy to watch.
We tried. we tried talking to Wolf. Sorry.
Nah, man. I got ice water in my veins.
Yeah, the wolf howled, man. We don't know what to do.
I love. I had to come over here on the table from producing just to get some of that knowledge, man. Because the way you speak, the truth that you speak, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't like to hear certain things, that are detrimental to what they want to be, right? Or think they are. So I thought this whole episode was amazing. Wolf, dude, my respects to you, dog. My respects to you.
I fuck with you, man. I don't know, for people that watch, obviously you guys know he's a rapper. I learned that today. Kid got skills.
Hey, thank you.
It's hard to come out of San Diego, because we don't support our own rappers like that. But
I tried college. I can't write no essay, but I could write a verse.
There we go. It's everybody, like we talked about, the kid that can cut grass. Everybody has their own fucking skills.
Like, I can't write 3 paragraphs.
I
can write 3 verses.
You got a good flow.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. And it's years in the making. You know what I'm saying? And we put all that to the side for this right here, this podcast right here. Us brothers right here, man. We definitely put our heads together this year and like, yo, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we want to do, and this is our vision. And it's been working out, man. It's a slow game. It's a slow game, but you know what? This is episode 69 this year, man.
Just this year,
and that's just our podcast. We also have another podcast on Thursdays. Our family, Michael Gabriel, who has.
Shout out MG.
This Abuelita's brand right here. It's amazing. It's awesome. And he's been grinding and going Abuelitas, full out, man. Money. And it's awesome. But the knowledge that you shared today, dude, it's amazing. And everybody that watched today, I know they took some things home with them
notes
today.
If they didn't, man, teach his own. But we'll do it again.
Yeah.
I took all the talking time for these dudes. I know you guys used to their voice.
Nah, it's all good, man. This episode
was
about
my first
you,
podcast,
dog.
and you guys, I public speak for a living, so it's hard to turn it off. And then it'll turn into another topic.
Yeah.
Another
Hey,
topic.
man, how dare...
Are you for real? This is your first podcast?
Yeah, first time I ever been on camera.
Hey.
Oh,
no way.
Well, how dare you talk on a podcast, man?
Yeah. Fuck what I think I am.
Yeah. I wanna like get with you soon in the future and have you just talk to our community, have you talk to just North County, alone. If people don't tune into this podcast, it's okay, but like there's certain things that we could do. And my guy did bring a very special guest.
Yeah. You guys see right now.
Everybody here is the tiger, but I don't cap about anything. This is Paulie.
Yeah. Shout out before we close out here.
All right, Paulie.
And we do have Miguel again giving a shout out, saying shout out Wolf. Hey, Miguel, we see that. Shout out to the compa Jorge out there. Hey, we see you. Long-winded. Hey, thank you, man. Everybody that tuned in today. Hope everybody took some badass notes, Cornell style, whatever. Screenshots, rewind the video. It don't matter, man. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, we have been here with the Wolf, Michael Wolf, joining us. Bro, it's been amazing, man. We definitely got to do this again.
Yeah.
And
We'll
we're
do it
definitely
again.
gonna see you in Vegas. We're definitely gonna see you in Vegas too. We
100.
go back and forth, like I said.
You go to Vegas?
Yeah, we DJ. If
Good
you
shit.
see all the equipment and stuff, man, we do so many things to try and get out there and
Look, I do giveaways to almost every UFC event.
yeah.
And then I'm doing, I think, 4 tickets in this December 16th Vegas.
There you go.
So enter the fucking giveaway, and you guys, might fucking see me at the UFC fight,
Definitely.
introduce you to some fighters,
100%.
take some photos, and then from there you get some of these guys on your podcast. That'll change everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 100%.
So I think my
100%.
first podcast is Chuck Liddell.
Oh,
So
very nice.
and I think that's a good way to start off. Hey, look at the tiger. You can put her on the table.
Starting to get on.
Hey, cry baby.
Probably the lights are throwing her
She
off.
wants her bottle.
Tell the people how old.
She's like 3 weeks old.
3 weeks, still a
Yeah.
baby.
She's going to like a sanctuary in the next few months, but we kind of rescued her from where the fuck she was at.
I love it.
But we'll love her for the next few months. She's hungry. But I appreciate you guys' time, man.
Definitely.
We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
hey,
man.
Michael, one more time, where could people find you at?
Wolf of West Coast on Instagram. Eventually you'll see the Idle Time podcast. I'm gonna put it on everything that they got their shit on. And then TikTok, Wolf of Warlow. So there we go. I don't really care for TikTok much because I'm not a teenage girl.
Right.
But ultimately, I have to have one as business. But that's where you guys can find me, and then you'll find me on Kick It Labs a few more times too.
There you go.
You heard it right here.
There you go.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody who tuned in to this episode. If you were here all the way through on the Spotify podcast, on anywhere that you stream this, hey, much appreciated. And we don't have Bruce to close us out, so
Hey,
we'll-
Bruce,
we'll see
just,
how
just
this
come on
goes.
over and close us out.
Hey, well, want me
Bruce.
to do it, Bruce? You got it.
Yeah, the cat's getting a little fiercey over here. So Bruce,
Oh man, the tiger.
hey,
Well,
thank you everybody. We'll see you next week.
hell yeah. With that being said, yo, thank you for sipping up with us. Thank you for toking up with us. Thank you for kicking it.
Peace.
Are we still?
Shut up. Yeah, we're still live for a second, and we